Hello, friends. Susan Axelrod here. Welcome to the Confidence Zone. Every day when I think about doing my live video, I take a few minutes to think about what is coming up for me and what it is that I'm intended to share. If you've watched me here in the Confidence Zone, you know I talk about a wide variety of things. I speak to you about confidence in life and in business. Often it's from my own inspiration, but in part, my own inspiration comes from listening and being inspired by other people. If you follow me at all, you know that one of the people I have been inspired by and have been dedicated to for the last maybe year or two has been Dr. Andrew Huberman, the Huberman Lab. My daughter turned me on to the Huberman Lab. She calls him Hubes. And I went over there to see what's she talking about and basically started what I consider to be an education in neuroscience by listening to his podcasts that are like easy. The shortest ones are an hour and a half. They go up to 3 hours and 45 minutes for one podcast. And then sometimes there are multiple series on these different topics on, that each section of which might be a few hours. So recently I heard something that I wrote down in my planner. I do, again, have a monthly planner. I didn't for many years, but last year I got one, and this year I got one to really help myself feel more in charge of my life and in control, etc. So this is what I wrote down in my monthly planner, and today actually was from the month of January, but I was flipping through looking for something and it caught my eye, and I thought this is what I'm going to share today. Here's what it says. There must be intent, focus, and alertness, followed by periods of deep rest in order to change the neural pathways that lead to new patterns or habits. There must be intent, focus, and alertness, followed by periods of deep rest to change the neural pathways that lead to new patterns or habits. So what's the new pattern or habit that has been on your mind? Is it going to the gym? Is it losing weight? Is it having better relationships? Is it writing, journaling? Is it creating a meditative space for yourself? Is it doing a new kind of work? What is the new pattern or habit, or is it hydration? I've been working on that. What is the new pattern or habit that you want? We are informed by this statement. Pay attention, listen up, write it down for yourself. There must be one, intent. This is known as intentionality. There must be a deep desire. There must be intention to create a new pattern or habit. 2, there must be focus. Now, this is a problem. This is a big problem because most of us don't have good focus or discipline at all these days. We're here, there, and everywhere with worries perseverating, anxieties rising, and obligations and responsibilities up the wazoo. So 3, there must be alertness. There must be alertness to create new patterns and habits. What does alertness mean to you? There must be alertness. I was speaking recently with a friend about how my energy rises or my energy goes down. And when my energy rises, I'm in enthusiasm. And for me, that is alertness. I am alert. I'm feeling alert. I'm feeling tuned in and tapped on, like Abraham says and talks about. And this is one of 3 important things that need to be in place to lead to new patterns or habits. Why? Intent, focus, and alertness can change the neural pathways. But after those 3 things, intent, focus, and alertness, it says you need what? Periods of deep rest. Periods of deep rest. So we don't go from intent, focus, and alert to changing the neural pathways and having that new habit done. No, we go from this rising energy and commitment and focus, discipline, being in an alert state of being. We keep in mind the new pattern or habit we want to create, and then we solidify and ground in through a period of deep rest into the changing neural pathway for the new habit or pattern we want to create. So did you get all that? Most people probably would say, sure, there's a new pattern or habit I want to create. And for me, as you know, I've been talking about hydration and, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually healthy and well a way of life. All of that is dependent on hydration, and I have a bad habit about hydration. And so this really struck out to me, my own handwriting from my own listening of a podcast a few months ago, where I read there must be intent, focus, and alertness followed by periods of deep rest to change the neural pathways that are what lead to new patterns or habits. So honestly, I'm pretty good with intent, focus, and alertness. You don't usually struggle with that. But to understand this idea that there needs to be deep rest to come in and solidify the parasympathetic is what? Rest, digest, and restore. Right? And all of this is what creates the change in the neural pathway. I think of this as a trench in your brain where now we have a new way of doing something along a new neural pathway. The old ones stay there maybe, but we come over here and with intention and commitment create a new neural pathway for improved habits or ways of being. And also, I definitely need to myself tune into, there needs to be periods of deep rest, right? Either full on rest in a bed or meditative rest or walking rest. You can get restfulness from meditative walking. Me, of course, I can do Qigong. There's a type of walking that you can do in Qigong, which is amazing. Probably I'm going to apply that to this. So I hope that this is helpful for you today. If you want to create a new habit or pattern in your life, then it's important for you to understand there must be intent, focus, and alertness followed by periods of deep rest in order to change the neural pathway, which is what leads to new patterns or habits. Thank you, Dr. Andrew Huberman. All right, friends, that's it for today in the Confidence Zone. I have several different packages and programs that I offer to help you create these new patterns and habits, to help you even think about changing neural pathways, and especially to rise in enthusiasm and alertness and to quiet down through Qigong in integration and processing. So if I can help you with any of that, please get in touch with me. I'll look forward to hearing from you. See you again in the Confidence Zone.